guys. What's up? It's Jess.
And it's Des. Is that, was I supposed to say more?
No, I don't know. I was waiting to see.
And welcome to another episode.
Yes, hi. How are you doing today?
Me or them?
Everyone.
All right, let's wait for them to answer.
That's awesome, dude.
Thank you. Yeah,
Or, I'm so sorry.
Oh, I feel so
Virtual
bad.
hugs.
It's a tough world right now. Or congratulations.
You did it.
Oh, actually, yeah. Our mutual friend passed their motorcycle exam.
Yay. But also...
My bad. I didn't realize the cadence in which I did it.
I was like, wait, what the This is not the best time to tell me that our mutual friend passed.
I say it so excitedly on the podcast. Oh my god.
Okay, yes. Passed her motorcycle test. Yes.
Yay.
Good job. Whew.
My bad.
Roller coaster of emotions in 1 minute.
I like to keep people on their toes.
Okay.
My bad. Okay.
Whew.
Yeah. Yeah, my bad. Okay, so they passed their exam. I've been doing a little bit better since the last time we spoke.
Good.
Yeah, nothing too much, nothing to report on. I did some journaling, and rereading of past entries and stuff like that.
Okay.
And I feel like it's good to reflect.
Yeah.
You know, to know that I'm not in that same place. You feel me?
Yes.
So yeah, that was cool. How have you been?
I've been good, busy.
Yeah.
Doing a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. I don't know, I'm trying to think.
Oh,
I've just done so much this past week.
like what? All that work, I know for sure you've been working.
I was gonna say work.
Yeah. How was work this weekend?
It was good, steady, pretty busy.
Yeah. Any good tips or no?
One today.
That's it?
I got a really bad one on Friday.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you want to tell us about it?
Yeah. I'm like so sad. I'm like, yeah. Well, I had this client and comes in with roots that are like at least 6, if not inches longer for her root touch-up, and then wants like a partial highlight. And usually you can like do them at the same time if the growth isn't like a crazy amount.
Yeah.
But so I had to do them separately. And then she had super coily, super thick hair.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a whole fro on her head. So it took me like an hour just to do her roots. And then I had to, process. And then we did the highlighting. And then her hair took a little while to lighten. And then finally we toned it. And then we were closing and she's like, but I have this party and I needed my hair straightened. And I was like, okay, well, we're closed. And she's like, please, like, she's kind of like, please.
Desperate.
Thank you. I couldn't think of the word. And I was like, okay, you know what? I'll stay after and do your hair. And I did it like a little bit, over an hour and some minutes after we closed. So altogether, this was about a little bit over 7 hours of a service. And then she just gave me $10. And that was like,
damn,
the only client I had. Basically, I had one more client, which was a men's cut, and he didn't tip.
Oh.
So,
wow.
Yeah.
Damn, bro. And to be desperate like that, I feel
I
like...
know, and after I told you, like, I will stay longer to help you out, and, like...
There's, I don't know. I wonder how much you would have tipped if you had it anyway.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I'm like,
that's crazy.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Not that I expect a huge tip, but just, like, if you're with me for so long and I'm doing so many extra things.
Yeah, I feel like there's definitely a math that needs to happen in order to like be able to tip people. I mean, 7 hours is almost a whole shift.
Yes, exactly.
Like, that's a long time. It's a lot of dedication. And it's like, I don't know. I feel like the prices that y'all charge aren't even like that grand in comparison to where anybody could go.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know. But also, I do get like some people using the last money for X, Y, and Z, whatever.
Yes,
but it's like, I don't know.
Well,
I can't have too much of an opinion, I guess.
I think the thing that like got to me was like during the thing we were talking about how like she was like, oh, you know, your hourly is so low. I hope you get good tips.
Oh!
And like I explained to her how our pay system works at my job, and she's like, wow, that's shitty. I hope people tip you well.
Maybe she'll come back with a bigger tip. Maybe she just didn't.
Fingers
was it
crossed.
Cash or card?
Paid with her card, tipped
in cash.
And with her card.
Oh, I was gonna say maybe she just didn't have enough cash on her, but okay, maybe it's still the same thing that maybe she does. Like she's like, dang, maybe I'll just like get her with more money later in cash, so she doesn't have to get it on her taxes. But I don't know, just because like I know when I don't know. Recently, I had like a service done, or whatever, and it was kind of expensive, but I mean, to me, worth it. It's what I wanted, and. I was tipping them, and I only brought so much, and then I was like, fuck. So I had to wait a while, but then I ended up sending them more money just as a tip.
Okay, yeah.
Because, like, I mean, that's just who I am, but maybe you never know. Maybe some people are like that too, and they'll come back.
Okay, yes.
I guess.
Fingers crossed.
Don't cross them too hard, though.
Okay.
Damn. I went to, like a seafood boil place.
Oh, nice.
My first time. And
okay, how did you like it?
Can I just say that it's so expensive? Like, I know it's expensive, but it's fucking so expensive.
Yes, yeah. I'll tell you about my experience after you tell me about yours.
So when I went, wherever I went, it was like $70 a head for all you can eat.
Okay.
I find that to be a lot, but that's also, I don't eat that stuff very often, so I guess I don't really know. But it does seem like a good deal if you're eating like a lot of those types of seafoods, because if you do it by like the market price or whatever, it is like, I guess, worth it for some of that stuff. So I ended up getting like my own bag, but not like all you can eat. And I was trying crab for the first time, and noted, I already know that it's not crab season technically, so they're not going to be as great. But it was all right.
Yeah.
I just thought overall, all right. I got egg in my boil, and I got sausage, and it was kind of like a little bit of a spicier bag, but I liked it. It had jalapenos and stuff in it. But the sausage was too salty for me, but I guess I'm not the biggest fan of summer sausage anyway.
Okay.
I'm with my family, and they all seem to really like their food, so that was pretty cool. Yeah. There's like shrimps and stuff.
Nice.
And my partner got fried shrimps.
Yeah.
And they had garlic bread and stuff. It was all right. Maybe I would go back, but probably not like, I don't know. It's kind of expensive for a huge party. But like maybe one-on-one or by yourself. I don't see why not.
Yeah.
Quick shrimps or something.
Okay, I didn't know you were done.
Yeah. What's your experience with yours?
So I went to somewhere here. I don't know if you went to the same place nearby my house.
Maybe. We'll have to talk about it.
But, yeah, I went with a friend, and I remember I had ordered, like, the lobster mac and cheese. Oh. And then I got, like, a bag with, like, I can't even remember. It was so long ago, but it's, like, a shrimp for sure. And it's mids, dude.
Yeah.
And when I got the lobster mac and cheese, there's literally 4 pieces of lobster in this huge bowl of unseasoned mac and cheese. It was just pasta, no flavor.
Boo.
And like that little mac and cheese was like $40, and I was like,
what?
No.
$40?
And I said, I'm about to complain. There's like no lobster in this pasta. And my friend was like, I'm going to pay. And I was like,
still,
we did not get $40 worth of this.
Yeah.
And then also my boil bag, not good. In my opinion, it was whatever.
It was like mid. Yeah.
Yeah. I was
it's like, all right, it's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how I felt.
Definitely would not eat it again. I was like, what a waste of money.
Yeah. I mean, for the price especially, I feel like that's where it's like, you gotta kind of lose me there. Because if it was like cheaper, then maybe I could say even like, yeah, it was all right and it was cheap, so it's like I get it. But it's not cheap, and then it's like mid, and it's like, well, if I'm gonna be paying this money, I want to get something I really like.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so definitely not for me, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it was just. I wonder if we did go to the same place or not. Pause. So we were talking about the same place, but we also, something that you just said reminded me of something. I heard that vaping, and I don't know if it's just nicotine. I doubt it's just nicotine vapes. I'm sure it's like also Pendjamins and stuff. Destroys your bones. Okay. And I have been thinking.
That's why your bones hurt so much?
Recently, yes. Because I have been like, I've not always been like a huge pin hitter because like, it hurts my neck, but I'm thinking, is that why it hurts my neck after a while? Holy fuck! I'm like giving myself crazy. I don't know, my like back be hurting. I feel like I'm just more sensitive, like in general, like I get weaker or something.
Okay, interesting.
It's like, what if it is like deteriorating my body?
Death by pen.
Yeah, I gotta like stick to a flower, organic. It just gotta, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's because that's, I don't know.
Interesting.
I think I just do it too much.
Interesting. Maybe.
I don't know. I'm scared.
Don't be scared. One day I like go to hug you and you just disintegrate.
That's so funny.
You're like, pass me the pen. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. I did not know that.
I'm walking
fun fact.
up to you, the wind blows. Dissolved.
Oh my gosh.
It's like the end game. That's funny. Yes, I don't know. Maybe I'll take a break on them or something. But
yeah.
And speaking of bones and bone health, I think last weekend. I don't know. Do we already talk about it? Oh, we be in the jacuzzi. We got in the jacuzzi.
Yeah, did we talk about it?
I don't know. I don't think we did.
Okay, yeah, we went to no, because we went right after we recorded.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. So okay. So yeah, we went to the jacuzzi and that was nice. And it's making me think I should go more often. Maybe I should bring a book. Read
nice. Yeah, maybe we should go today again.
I'll be down.
Me too.
Especially because it's earlier.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's pretty cool. And I think we're lucky to have that. We also have a sauna. So that's pretty cool too. I remember I had a friend when I was in I think it was elementary school. But she had, it had to be middle school. I knew her in middle school. And I went to her house, and she had a sauna on the inside. Nice. And it covered jacuzzi that had a TV.
Ooh, bougie.
Yeah, it was the first time I ever got in a jacuzzi and or, watched a movie in a jacuzzi. And we watched Elf.
Nice.
Yeah.
See, okay. I don't know if you do. I take my phone to the bathroom, and I watch stuff when I'm in the shower.
Oh, yeah, I do that.
And, sometimes I tell people that, and they're like, what? That's weird. And I'm like, no, dude, this is rich people shit,
This
dude.
is, luxurious.
Because, I swear I've seen MTV Cribs, and they got the TV
in the...
TV. Exactly.
Yep.
I was like, people are not just showering with nothing.
With lights and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
We just want the lavish lifestyle.
Exactly.
What can we say?
Exactly. And, because I do. I'll put on, usually it's a YouTube video or something, so I don't have to touch it too much. And I put it up on my wall luckily has this indent in it.
Nice.
So I could just set my phone in there. But before that, I had to put it on the toilet tank or whatever, set it up so I could kind of see it.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I like listening to things all the time, I think is also the thing.
Nice. Yeah. If it's not audio,
is that a rich person thing? They just have so many rich thoughts going through their head, they need to drown them out with TV.
Yes. They're like,
the hard life.
My third car needs new tires.
Yeah.
But oh my gosh. I know last week we were mostly viral video focused, and this episode's not going to be that. But did you see the video of the girl in her quinceanera baile de sorpresa dance?
Yes. And it's funny because I feel like if anybody listening has also seen it, they already know what you're talking about. Because it is so blasphemous, honestly. At a quince?
Yeah.
That's what we're doing nowadays?
Okay. And if you guys haven't seen the video and don't know what I'm talking about, it is, first of all, quinceanera is a 15th birthday celebration.
Usually
Hispanic,
Catholicism.
Catholic. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
to say you're a woman now. It's like Sweet 16.
Yeah, it's like a bar mitzvah.
Or a bar mitzvah or a bat mitzvah. Yes, exactly.
And so this girl is doing her surprise dance, and she is basically wearing this cute little dress that's showing her
Real
butt.
little. Oh, sorry.
No, yeah, it is.
It's really little. Like, and it's like it's purposeful to be little. Yeah. It has like shorts kind of under it, but it's like more like underwear. Like
I know. I was like, I thought it was straight up underwear. It
I
even
thought
look
it was
like
straight
shorts.
up underwear too. But I mean, and it's
unless
like going
she pulled
upwards,
it up,
like a bikini type.
yeah, bikini. Yes.
Yeah.
And she's on the floor with her little dance friends, and
the girls
they're just twerking, throwing it back,
like doing the like R&B on the floor, and grinding.
It's like a Mexican pop stars challenge. What's her name? Like,
oh, is it? Is her dance?
Yeah, like she does it when she performs a lot.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, but it's also the WAP, wet ass pussy.
WAP.
I don't know if you guys remember the viral trend where they would do the dance.
I guess I didn't remember that. I didn't remember that was part of the thing. But I always saw it as a old school R&B thing, like when the dudes are like grinding on the floor or whatever. Because there was that challenge too where men had to like
do the
jump
worm
and then get on the floor,
sexy worm.
Yeah, do it all slow or whatever. It's like about body control or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. I guess, but so basically she's hitting the ground with her fist and shaking her ass at the same time against the floor.
Yes, and then if you keep watching, I've seen a few clips, and
the chambelans come in.
And those are the guys, dudes. And they come up, and then they start throwing it back on them.
Like full lap dance
and then,
at some point.
Yes, and another clip, chairs are added, and they're picking him up, and there's like one thrusting move that can look like a sex move.
Dude, they're putting their like crotches all over their necks, their shoulders, their back of the head.
I hope they showered.
After all that dancing, you'd be a little sweaty.
Yeah,
they're
true.
putting it against their, and there's like at some point where they're like doing the group dance part of it where they're like supposed to be shaking their asses on the dudes or whatever, and there's a little bit of a space
for some of them just threw it back anyway.
That must be their man. They're like, I'm gonna go ahead and dance how I want to dance. But the craziest part to me is like, okay, I guess I can see how a 15-year-old is like, yeah, this is the dance I want to do, yeah, this is what I want to get at. But the family cheering her on.
You could hear their family cheering them on, applause, yelling, yes, literally girl, whistles. Throw that back. And I don't know if that's
that part.
Creepy uncles and creepy cousins.
Because it's family mostly at these birthdays.
Yes.
At the quinces and stuff, it's usually family and then friends of the kid.
Yes.
So it's not, and they're also cheering on other probably 15, 16-year-olds who are doing the same thing.
Is
even
yucky.
Weirder. Because if I was those kids' parents, at least, I'd be like, what did I allow you to go
and
do?
Also,
and
like,
men to look
their
at
parents know? They're just like, oh, I'm going to go practice for the
dance.
quince.
Yeah, for my friend's quince, it's important to her. Like,
and they're like, oh, okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah, because they're not thinking they're going to be twerking.
They're thinking of the old style, like, it's usually like slow dance, like ballroom dancing.
Yeah, big gowns,
As like, I think around our time, it was like more like a little bit of hip hop.
Yeah, there was a coordinated dancing, basically.
But it always has some form of ballroom dancing.
Because you're usually doing it in your dress, your quince dress. And I don't know if that was her quince dress or not, but it's a very small one. Usually they're ballroom gowns, kind of.
Yes.
For the most part, that's the ones I've seen.
Mm-hmm. And they're beautiful.
Gorgeous. Oh, I've seen some cool ones. Dang, that reminds me. There's this competition where people have to use only duct tape to create outfits. Have you seen that?
Mm-hmm.
So the 2024 ones got like out, like so you can vote, whatever.
Yeah.
And a couple people did quince dresses and like mariachi suits and stuff.
Cute,
and the hats, all with duct tape. I was like fucking mad impressed. It like looks
I saw
crazy.
A girl who did her prom dress with duct tape, and it was gorgeous.
Beautiful. And my thing is because like they not only because there's some entries where I'm like, I get it, like it's a lot of work, so I'm not shitting on that. But it's like why they use the most obnoxiously bright tape and like different patterns for every single part of the thing. Because that to me is like just because you can doesn't mean you should.
Yeah.
But who am I to judge? I've never made anything out of duct tape.
I remember that the wallets were really popular when I was
kids
young.
peddling that. Like, I can
Yes,
make you a wallet
Yeah,
for like
$5,
whatever. Whatever it
$10.
was. Yeah. There was other stuff too, I feel like, where it was like not only wallets, there had to be other stuff. I know those silly band. I remember people making the bracelets out of them.
Yeah, I remember I saw this meme one time, and it was like making fun of like older things that like let's say millennials or whatever. But then it says the way, and it was like the way that duct tape has America in a chokehold, and I was like, oh no.
Yeah, for real. I mean, people are using it to fix their pants. To this day, people use duct tape to fix their pants.
Like, keep stuff up.
Duct tape's the shit.
Yeah.
I've used it for sure. I always remember, like, when I was younger, because of the whole wallets and stuff, I never learned how to make them because my parents would not just go buy me duct tape for me to learn how to make wallets out of them. And I wasn't a thief, so I wasn't going to steal them.
Good.
But I remember being really envious, and like whenever I did go to Walmart or whatever and seeing the rolls of the different colors and pictures and stuff and being like, oh, I want that one so bad. They had like one with ducks on them.
Yes, the cute little designs and stuff.
Yeah, it's like, that's cute and that's cool. I think people made they did stuff with like crushed Monster cans too.
Okay.
People were so creative. I mean, not that they're not now.
Yeah,
but I'm just thinking about like when you're a kid and like you don't really have your own access to stuff and how kids will just start making their own things.
Yeah, of course.
That's pretty sick. Pretty lit. That reminds me. I went to Marshall's.
Yeah.
To look for the infamous Hello Kitty chairs. They're roller chairs. And it has the character's face as the back.
Yes.
They only had My Melody.
Oh.
I know. And then I saw a TikTok yesterday telling me that there's these bitches, and I don't think they live in our area, so they probably don't matter, but I bet there's other people like them who go to these stores like when they before they open and stuff, and basically bully the fuck out of people, push people out of the way, and buy out the stock of whatever Hello Kitty stuff there is.
Interesting.
And especially these chairs and stuff, because they're so wanted right now. You know, those fucking assholes. Like when COVID hit and people were buying all the toilet paper and trying to sell it.
They're like, you want a 10-pack $1,000.
It's fucking crazy. So yeah, only My Melody. But if you like that, check Marshall's. There's My Melody, and I thought it was really, really cute. And my partner and my brother were like, "Are you gonna get it though? Like, I mean, it's not Kuromi because that's the one I want,
of course.
But they're like, it's really cute." And I was like, it is really cute, but I should leave her for the Melody girls, and I'll wait for the
maybe
Kuromi to come into my life.
Okay, you could have got her and then got online and said, who wants to trade for a Kuromi?
For a Kuromi?
Yeah.
Fuck! Jess, where were you?
You didn't call me.
I didn't think about that. Well, anyway, if anybody sees a Kuromi chair, if you buy it, I'll pay you, and I'll take it from you if you live locally. Anyway,
or we'll ship it.
I don't know if I pay for the shipping, but if you want,
won't be a lot
for a whole chair.
I mean, it's gonna be in pieces.
It's built.
I know, but they can unbuild it.
Oh, well then, I guess. They're gonna ship it full, like built.
It's just wrapped.
I don't know. Wheel it over here. I don't know. But yeah, if you see it, let us know in the comments of something or message us, because I really want one. Of the Kuromi one specifically. The black one, I don't know if they came out with the purple one, but I want the black one.
Yeah, I think I did see the purple one. I can't remember.
She's so cute.
Okay, I've been being targeted by Temu. I don't know how.
Fuck that.
Dude, I think I accidentally hit a Temu or something, and like now it's like everywhere.
Got a chokehold on people.
Dude, I'm scared to get on there.
Don't do it. It's like Wish.
I know, but like I feel like Temu's sketchier than Wish. I got that off of Wish. $1. The little decal.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Cool. I was like, a Wish.
Well, okay, Wish. Okay, so the ladder is like, it's like Shein, Wish, Temu. Wish was failing, and then they came out with Temu, and I just feel like they're the same people, just with a different name, which is very common for those types of drop shipping websites.
Yeah.
Or they're like sistered with stuff. Shein is also a drop shipping website. There's something about like, I do have empathy for people who really cannot afford to buy clothes, or online or in person, that are like more pricey or whatever, so you feel like you have to use Shein. But then at the end of the day, I also feel like maybe let's recognize that it's made cheaper and with tiny people.
Fast fashion.
Yeah, it's fast fashion and it's made really cheap on slave labor, basically.
Yeah.
And it's not going to last you, so you're going to have to buy it again or buy another thing. So you're essentially paying the same price for something that would last you. So maybe just save up that little bit to buy something that does last instead of shopping on dropship websites. But if you can't avoid it, there's no hate. I don't hate people for doing these things. I just think that people should be aware of the things that they're doing. And it's the same with Wish, and it's the same for Temu. It's dropship stuff, and that could be dangerous, and you could be giving money to people who are exploiting other people. And that's what's bad about it. Not you saving a buck,
Yes, yeah.
Because I get that. But yeah, I guess there's a meme now about mothers and grandmothers who are obsessed with Temu, and they're just always buying things off of Temu.
I just saw a TikTok yesterday, and this guy's like, "Have you ever been to someone's house who is personally victimized by Temu?" And he's talking about how he goes over to his friend's house, and then his mom's like, "Hey, whatever your name is," I forgot it. And welcome. Do you want to see the new remodeling? And he's talking about how he goes to the living room and sees these terrible AI art of gorillas.
Oh my God.
It's just so many really cheap stuff. And she's like, "Guess how much it costs at the end?" And she's like, $50 for the whole remodel. And he's like, the reason I didn't say anything was because it was going to be offensive, anything I said. Yeah. But I thought that was hilarious.
It's unfortunate. Some people get blinded, the eyebrow blindness, but it's shopping and redecorating.
Yes.
Can't tell people nothing. It's just how they want to live.
So live your life.
Oh, that reminds me about Eminem. Did you listen to any of the new stuff that came out?
No.
I don't know if he dropped an album
or
something.
The green one
I've
or the
been
blue
seeing a
one?
lot of memes. No idea. Don't ask me. I haven't really listened. All I've listened to are the clips I've heard on TikTok.
Okay.
About he has this one song where he's saying he's talking to himself. So it's Marshall Mathers and Slim Shady, I guess, talking to itself.
Already sounds awesome.
And he's like, "What are you trying to do?" I guess I don't know if that's Marshall. And then Slim Shady's like, "Cancel us." And then he's like, "Fuck blind people. Fuck paralyzed people."
Oh my God, I just saw that clip. And this guy in the wheelchair said, "What I do?"
It's he's holding on. I don't want to say too much about it, but I just feel like he's really clinging to people want to cancel me, and that's what makes me cool. People kind of don't care anymore. I feel like we're kind of a past the Eminem hate train.
Know. I thought it was just a troll, not him being serious about him, but he's just trolling that people would cancel him or
but
whatever.
That's what I'm saying. Nobody's trying to cancel him. What is he talking about?
Because so a while back,
in the past when he started,
recently, a few months ago, a bunch of for some reason millennials, I don't know, there's this whole thing, and I just kind of skimmed past whatever videos popped up. I just kind of kept going because I didn't want to get dragged into it. But basically it resurfaced that if he would have came out with what he did now, he would have been canceled from back then.
That seems like a meme, and that seems
and so it was a
he's
big
holding
thing
on to people wanting to cancel him when nobody wanted to cancel him. Even in that time, nobody wanted to cancel him.
That's why, and that's the whole joke.
I don't think he's joking is my thing. Because in the past, when he first started, he was obviously actually trying to be canceled. They didn't like his music. They were taking him to court. They were suing him for doing the music that he was making. That was when it was a statement. That's when it was okay, yeah, I can say whatever the fuck I want to say because it's freedom of speech. And you guys are trying to sue me for whatever that is. And that's all cool and all well. But then we get to 2024.
Yeah, so right, isn't this just the troll now?
I just don't think he's trolling. I think he genuinely thinks people give a shit about what he has to say, negatively, and they think that, and he thinks people are trying to cancel him.
Interesting. We should ask him.
I think he answered. I think he said it in his song. I mean, I think we should
actually reach out to him. Yeah,
maybe.
And get a clear cut.
And who was I talking to about it? But he has his daughters, right? The two girls. And he's had a lot of beef with people who talk about what?
Oh, that he has his daughter, and then he adopted Kim's two other daughters. with like, no, sorry, Kim's other daughter that she had with another guy. So he adopted her, and then he adopted Kim's sister's daughter.
I don't know anything about that.
No, yeah, I just like.
Oh, that's for sure.
Yeah,
it's his her sister's
so
daughter and niece, Kim's daughter.
Yeah,
and then his own daughter.
Yeah,
that he had
which he didn't have to adopt her.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I don't know the thing about that. I think one of his kids did come out as they them though.
Yeah, and that's the aunt's daughter or whatever.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. And then but I was gonna say Haley specifically, his whole like because I think somebody was asking me like why the whole MGK and the Eminem thing happened or whatever, and I was trying to explain to them that MGK has said some weird stuff in the past about like even what is her name? The Kardashian girl, the little young one.
Kylie?
Yeah, Kylie. Yeah. He said something about her when she was 16. And they were like, oh, she's 16. And he was like, I don't care. Yeah, it was weird. Anyway, that was like all recorded too, and he knew it. But he had said something about Haley.
Okay.
And it made Eminem write a song about him. And then that's what triggered the whole fight and the beef between them or whatever. I don't even know if what happened with that. I feel like it would happen and then it was gone. And that's what I think is part of the whole, like, not that, and I hate to say it, but like, I feel like he's getting older now and getting kind of like left behind in the dust. And I don't know if it's like to stay relevant, because maybe you're right, maybe he's trolling, but then it's like, where's the gag, where's the goof? Because we're not laughing, we're laughing at you. Because like, I mean, it feels like it's being shared on TikTok and stuff like that as a like, do you hear this old man? You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
And it's just like, I don't know. I respect what he's done and stuff, but it's like,
well, it's because I don't think he needs to survive. And I feel like he's been like, no one's ever, I don't know, Shady's never been like a prominent person.
I would disagree.
You think so?
I think so, just because like, and I don't know, obviously this is like area specific also.
Okay, yeah.
But he's from Detroit, and he's like, he is, and I think his race is very important to like why and how he is what he is. Him being a white man and doing what he did so successfully, and also like getting through all the lawsuits and stuff and being so fucking trashy but out loud and proud of it, and like not proud but you know being like, I'm trying to get out of this, like I'm trying to be better, whatever. Was the very first, like he was the first trailer trash, I'm putting in quotes, trailer trash person that kind of made it out of that, like on a global scale. Like people know him, people know his name, and they know like these things. And he was really big in the time that he came out and like was doing that. I think the late 90s, early 2000s was a big era for him. Like early 2000s for sure was a big era for him. But like, I think when he kind of stopped, I don't know what happened. I feel like we didn't really listen to him, or like he didn't really come out with nothing too much. And then it just like, he faded, because now there's been so many new generations of rappers, and I just feel like rappers kind of come in huge waves at a time. Like right now, I definitely feel like there's bigger in quotes rappers, because they're more common right now, or like they're like being talked about. Eminem isn't being talked about, and I feel like that's why he makes music the way he does now, and that's what makes it like, in a sense, cringe, because it's like, I don't know, just make good music and we would talk about it. But you have to like make music pretending you don't care that you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it gets tired and played out. And it's like, so I feel like now he's kind of lost his thing. But I think there was a moment where he was up there with people who were like, oh, what's your favorite rapper? Eminem. You know what I mean? Especially for a certain crowd. I feel like that was always their favorite. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But that's just my opinion. I don't know. You would disagree that he was...
I don't know. I guess maybe I just don't care about rappers that much. I guess maybe.
Yeah.
But now I just thought he's just like rich as fuck. Like, you know, why not?
Nowadays, I guess.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so I feel like anything you do now is just like, eh.
Yeah, but that's my thing. I don't know. Then what's
just
the point?
Just to do something because he's
bored.
I
guess, but he's trying to monetize it, and that's different. I feel like.
Well, yeah. I mean,
if he's rich and it doesn't matter, and it doesn't, you know what I mean?
But
and
like,
it's all fun and
probably
games
trying
and
to leave stuff for his kids and stuff. You know.
I don't know, like
because like after he dies, residual, and they get the royalties off of his music forever.
I think it depends, but yeah,
I'm pretty sure he has it set up
or something. You would hope, but some people didn't before they died.
Well, I feel like all the famous like people still get royalties from like their families' music and stuff.
I know it's not music, but like Bob Ross in specific, like when I think about him, he died and they probably knew he was going to die and they probably tried to set it up as best as they could, but they owned his face and his name, the company. So it's like sometimes that happens with artists too.
Yeah, I was just thinking like
Kesha.
music, because music gets played forever.
Yeah, but Kesha, like, I don't think Kesha owns the rights to.
Yeah.
And, like, royalties only happens if you own the rights to the song.
Yeah.
Usually it's the management company that owns the rights to the song. And
I
you
feel
have to
like
buy your own
does
thing.
Eminem own all his?
I don't know. Not most people don't. Most people don't
Okay.
own their own music. It is smart to own
Unless
your
you're
music.
Bad Bunny.
Yep. I was gonna say some people were real smart and got on it or made it in their contract where they were able to, because some people aren't even able to buy their own shit, which is like they know what they're doing. Like they're weird, like management companies and stuff like that. Doesn't Billie Eilish own some of her own music or no?
Well, her and her brother made it all, so
Yeah, but is he the management company or did they have a management company?
I don't know.
Yeah,
he
see, I
hasn't
don't know
answered
either.
my DMs. I've asked him a few questions about production.
You know what's so embarrassing is that I've literally messaged like Rick Glassman from Tyso before on my Instagram to be like, we should collaborate, like let me on your or whatever, like he'll like post something on his story and I respond.
Yes.
And then yesterday I was like,
He
oh
wrote
my God.
back.
No, dude, that would be awesome. No, yesterday I was messaging him because my partner had this good idea and I was like, yeah, I was thinking that too. But my dog Callie has this goblin toy that she likes a lot. We call it her baby because she's always carrying it around. But I was thinking because the Tyso's mascot is a little goblin. I was like,
Okay.
what if you made dog, now that he has a dog?
Yeah.
I was like, you should make dog clothes with the little goblin. I said, maybe like a toy that's a goblin. I told him how Callie really loves her goblin. So I was like, could you imagine if it was a Tyso goblin?
Yeah.
I was like, huh, what do you think? I was like, let me know. And I was like, if nobody's told you before, you hadn't thought of it, like, here I am telling you. I was like, yeah. And then when I had sent it, I went to the messages to see if it's sent. Because, you know, you can only send so many,
because they're
those
not
people.
following you.
Yeah, or they're not answering.
Yes.
So I went to go see if it's sent. And then I seen all the times I've tried to message him and I was like, all right, he's not ever going to look at this message.
So, okay. There's a few. Okay, so one of my favorite DJs, I actually have him as a friend online. And I'll message him every time I go to his set because it's like, it's actually like around the same time every year because I guess he's in the area around the same time. But I'm like, I'll give him feedback on the set and then just like, whatever. And I just do it so I have a little log of it. And then I had like the craziest intrusive thought the other time, the last time I messaged. And I was like, what if we become friends? And then like, because we're like acquaintances, but like, what if we become like super close friends? And then like, he's like, oh yeah, I'll message you online. And then like, just sees like this library of messages I sent. Like,
yeah.
And it's like, wouldn't you get creeped out if you're like, oh yeah, let me add you or something? And then they go and there's like
so
paragraphs
many,
and paragraphs. And
that's crazy.
You're like, oh.
I see we were already friends.
I must have been hacked.
That's wild.
But yeah, I was like, imagine Rick's like, oh yeah, let me add you back. And then he's like,
boom,
oh,
what
boom,
a good
boom,
idea.
boom.
Hits accept and all the other messages come through. He's like, what the fuck? He's like, why would I be on her podcast? What is she talking about? But no, I've been trying to catch him on live so that because the last time he was on live, he was like showing his dog Alvin, and he was like, anybody else with dogs? And I was like,
you're like me.
If I jump in, I was like, right now, show my dogs, get to talk about my dogs, and I get to plug us.
Nice.
I was like, but I was trying so hard. So I'm trying so hard to find him on live so I can tell him about the dog toys, plug our fucking podcast, and show my dogs.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. So tune in next week when we have our first guest, Rick Glassman and Eminem.
From Take Your Shoes Off, and obviously
Slim Shady.
Yeah.
Marshall Mathers.
That's crazy.
Dude, that'd be wild.
Yeah. Dude. Well, he was Bobby Alto's first guest.
Yeah. Too bad we're not industry plants.
All she did was all she did was post on Reddit, I'll pay you whatever amount of money and the person you book if you book them with me. And it's fucking Rick Glassman. I wish we thought of that first, but we weren't even making podcasts yet.
Yeah.
But what a good idea. And I really like Rick Glassman. I wish we could go on his podcast.
Yeah, maybe he'll hit up and he's like, dude, I'm your #1 fan. Let's collab. I'll be like, really? Have you listened to episode 21? I doubt you're that big of a fan. Just kidding.
Test him on the knowledge of the podcast. That'd be funny. Have you been able to listen to any podcasts lately?
I've been trying to catch up on a backlog because I'm super backed up, but also I was so distraught today when I realized that it was the 14th, and I decided that I was gonna wait till it was close to my audiobooks renewing to kill my 10 hours so then I could do 20 hours of listening. And I forgot. So I literally have had maybe like 20 minutes today so far after I got off of work.
Damn.
And oh my God, I cried, dude. It's so good. So they're like in a crazy battle right now. And it's looking rough, dude. They have a small army. People are getting wiped out. It's looking terrible.
Jesus. And they start banging.
And then this army starts charging up, and it's like friends, and then they're like, oh, and then it's like a huge army of like real people, not elves or fairies or whatever. Any mythical creatures. And then it's so basically it's their friends that they try to go ask for help, but they did a spell, so when you would go to their land, it looks like a terrible like tragedy happened, so you just keep going, so enemies or would just not try to invade the land. But it worked too good, and their friends went to go look for them, and they just were distraught because they thought they got pillaged and all this stuff. And he's like, we were wondering why you didn't ask for help. And he's like, we have a glamour on it. Guess it worked too good.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, good, you brought the humans. And then they're like, oh no, like that wasn't me, this other guy. And then she's like, oh, Lucian, because he had left to go get them. And he's like, no, he found us later. And then he's like, it's this merchant. And then, dude, I started to tear up because her dad's a merchant.
Aww.
And then he said that 3 of his daughters live here because he heard that they got turned into fairies. Aww. And he's like, and at first it doesn't say who it is, but if you have any brain, you can figure out who it is right away. And he's like, oh yeah, they're coming on the ships. They're all named after his daughters. And it's the 3
That's
names.
Sweet.
And he's like, he says that he's always let them down and he's finally coming through. And like, I just broke down. I was like, ah. And like, then she's like, I'm holding back tears. And I was like, me too. Aww. Me too. It's so good. So good. But yeah, it's looking great. And then I paused it because you got here. But
okay. Seems pretty crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, I forgot how good the book was.
How many are left?
I'm on the 3rd one. So 2 more.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you have some content still for sure.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I'm just sad because then I just lost audiobook hours though.
Yeah, that's frustrating and sad for sure.
But yeah, I've been trying to catch up. I'm like so behind on all my podcasts that I'm like, there's some that I've just haven't I'm like January, like 2023, like end of last year, like just so backed up. So I'm either picking one and like binging that one or picking 2 or like getting an episode from like 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Just kind of depends on my mood.
Yep.
But yeah, just trying to catch up. I have like 4 that I'm like caught up with, but I listen to so many.
Yeah.
Caught up with Brother Let's Talk.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How are they doing?
Good. Their last episode was funny. They were all decked out for that holiday.
Yeah.
And yeah, pretty funny.
I heard they shot a firework out of their ass or something.
I don't even know.
You have to go find out by watching.
You see it live.
Yeah.
But yeah. What about you? Podcasting it up?
You know it pretty much. I've kind of run into the opposite issue where I'm like running out of things to listen to. I've listened to episodes that I've already listened to of podcasts I like.
Nice.
Because I have very limited amount of ones that I like, and then I'll try and like listen to other ones. The only new ones that I really give a shot anymore are like the ID channel or stuff like that, like other criminal crime shows and stuff like that, true crime stuff, because I love the way it's formatted, and it's like, it's just so good. It's just like, Yes, hit me with the drama. Hit me with the music, the orchestrated music. It's
yes.
like, you know, it's like the sharp noise or whatever. And then it's like, fucking Sherry had the perfect life. Until one day, a man came and uprooted it all. And it ends in murder.
Oh, I thought she was going to snap.
Maybe. But yeah, I've been listening to a lot of those. And it usually is like Scorned. It's like Snapped. It's like, what is it, like too hot or something? It's too hot to something, and it's like basically about affairs that end up in death or whatever.
Ooh.
It's pretty fucked up.
So you don't cheat, you'll die,
dude. Most of the time, it's these really rich people I hear about, like doctors and stuff, who like, and their wives living in fucking upstate New York, and their fucking big ass mansions where everyone else has big ass mansions.
Wait, who gets killed, the husband or the wife?
And the one that I'm thinking of right now, the wife gets killed.
Okay.
Because the husband has an affair.
Dun dun
dun dun, and she can't. You know, it's a younger, quote, more attractive girl. It's like a younger version of her or something.
Okay.
And then it's like, oh, she was catching on and gonna divorce him. But if she divorces him, then he looks bad in front of everybody and he loses his money. And so he murders her because he thinks that's better. Because I don't know, because they won't figure it out or something.
I like, right when you said that, I was just gonna say, I think it's so insane that there's people out there, because I've heard cases where it's men or women. And they just think that their life is so bad. Like, it's either like, I've seen cases where they just have like a ton of debt and they're struggling to pay bills and they don't want their family to know. And they think it's so much better to kill their partner and kids than to tell them, oh, I fucked up. I spent all the money. We have nothing. They're just like, oh, I'm just going to put everyone out of their misery. And they just think that's cool. Like, that was the move. Like, no. No.
Dude, well, because there's this famous case of this young college girl who was failing her classes, came home, was afraid they were going to know that she was failing, and she
killed her mom, right?
She killed the entire family. Her mom, her dad, and the brother.
The dad survived, didn't he?
She slaughtered them. She's the only survivor. And then she's a young Asian girl.
Yeah, I thought her dad was alive and was like, I can't forgive you or something. Hold on.
Oh,
do you remember her
look
name?
It up. No, but it's such a famous case. I'm sure it'll come up because I'm pretty sure she kills them all because
then there's another similar one where like
she's alone.
One of the parents survives and doesn't forgive.
That makes sense. I wouldn't forgive him either, you fucking asshole. I'd be like, you fucking murdered your family. What is wrong with you? But yeah, basically, like, she gets pulled out or whatever. She's in interrogation. She's supposed to be the only survivor. She said it was a home invasion, that when they walked inside, the person came up inside too and fucking stabbed her brother or something. And then, like,
Jennifer Pan.
Yeah. Someone survived?
Yeah, the dad.
Really? I thought
he is in his mid-70s and is still alive. He has a lifetime no contact order against his daughter.
Well, she should be in prison. She should absolutely be in prison. No, I'm saying she should be. If she's not, I don't know. But she should be.
Well, I guess there is a Netflix documentary, if you guys want to check it out, called What Jennifer Did. So,
yeah.
Really interesting story to hear about.
And dude, you can't, like, if you Google teenage daughter kills family because of failing grades,
like there's so many. Yeah.
There's so many. And you know what? Because like one of the first small town murder episodes, not to be like stuck on this, but like one of the small town murder episodes that like first really stuck with me was this one of this pretty affluent or like wealthy college family where they all went to college. They all, like, you know, graduated for something, whether they did it or not, I don't know. But the family's really wealthy, and the son was away at college. He was supposed to come visit for the summer or something, and he came back and then like ended up murdering them all. And it was like a pretty big family, like a sister, I think, like another brother, the parents, and their dog. He like killed the dog too. And when they asked him about it, he said just like same thing. It was because of grades. But literally everything in his life, dude. They never beat him. They never told him, like, if you don't go to college, we'll fucking disown you.
Yeah.
They literally didn't put any pressures on him. He put them on himself and then slaughtered his family and their dog for it.
That's crazy. The dog? I'm like, why the dog?
What the dog was in its kennel, too. It's not like the dog was out attacking him or anything. Literally in a kennel. I never understood that. I think that's why it stuck with me, because it just felt so unnecessarily gruesome. It's like, I don't know about doing all that. But yeah, I don't know. And then, like, similarly, or what this is, like, kind of reminding me of is, like, the Gypsy Rose stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to talk about it, because it's kind of controversial. Some people think that, like, she's cool.
Right.
Yeah, and she's cool and she should be absolutely free of everything and like and whatever. And then there's people like me who I don't necessarily agree with that. While I do understand the nerds of the case, and I do understand what her mom suffered from as well, because it was a mental illness.
Yeah.
I don't think Gypsy should have went through it, but I also think there was so much Gypsy could have done that wasn't hiring someone to murder her mom and letting him take the fall for it, basically, is how I see it. And so, like, to me, there's choices. There's always a choice. I don't think murder's the choice, bro. And then I think with that, it's because I think part of why I feel so strongly about Gypsy being out and free, and what irritates me the most about it is he's not, but also other women who are actually... I don't want to say actually, who are also in serious danger on a daily basis. They kill the people who are putting them in those positions, and they get life in prison.
Yeah.
They don't get to be free and TV stars. They don't get their own show afterwards. They don't get to fucking be all over TikTok saying the dick is bomb and all that other stuff. They don't get that because they're not a white woman. And that shit pisses me off, because, like, I get how fucking terrible, and, like, the life that she lived was so fucked. Like, I have listened to so many iterations of the case. I know, like, the back of my hand.
Yeah.
So that's why I feel like seeing ignorant comments like, well, murder's never okay, but in this case, it is. How can you say that? How can you say both things? That doesn't even make any sense. Is murder not okay ever? Or is it okay when it's a white woman who's saying she can't get out of a situation? Because white women say they can't get out of situations all the fucking time. When she learned she was old enough to get out, why didn't she leave?
Yeah.
When she found out she was old enough and she could escape, and she could escape with that guy, why didn't you just escape with the guy? Why did you have to have him kill her? Why did you write on Facebook, I fucking slaughtered that fucking bitch pig, or whatever the fuck she said? Like, all of that, like, and she'll say, like, you know, I'm learning my lesson, I'm trying to be... She's so young in her mind from, like, going through that and then going to prison. We shouldn't be making her a fucking celebrity. We should be getting her help. That's the bottom line. I think that's what irritates me the most, is, like, people trying to, like, make her this, like, cool celebrity who gotten out of prison and, like, she didn't do anything wrong. When Gypsy is trying to remind people herself, like, yeah, I murdered my mother. It was wrong. Yeah. Let the bitch atone for her sins and, like, fucking become a better person. But now we've hyped her up so much, she's fucking pregnant, and we're buying her all her babies. She's pregnant, and she started a GoFundMe for baby supplies, and it was, like, triple funded, dude. Triple funded by her boyfriend that she left her husband for.
Dang.
Yeah, so I don't know. That's what I'm saying. So she got her own show after she got out, and it was like, it's basically telling this story about how she has to get from the state she got out of to the state she's going to be living in with her husband, Ryan. I think that's his name.
Okay.
They get married. They have their life. Before Ryan, she was dating this guy, but the guy told her he didn't want to wait for her to get out of prison, so they broke up. She started dating Ryan. They got married. They got out. She's traveling with him, and the whole time she's still talking to her ex, and she's like bringing him up all the time, saying she had a dream about him and that she left her husband for him. And then ultimately, what does she do? She leaves her husband for him.
Okay.
All of that screams immaturity, because you knew the whole time who you wanted to be with, but you wanted to use somebody. Constant in her life is to be using somebody. So she used a man to get her across state lines or whatever, to get to where she needed to be, so she could be ultimately with this other man who she gets pregnant by within weeks of being back with. That's all fine and dandy. If y'all love each other and that's how you want to live your life, rock it. But I just think she's so fucking not ready and immature And it's so obvious by the thing she says. She came out with some video about how she's pregnant, and she's like, you know, me and this guy, we're going to be together. We're going to be together because we have something that's bigger than us both now. A baby.
You just sound like SpongeBob girl version.
I don't know how to do her voice.
No, yeah.
Very specific.
Or wait, is Squidward? No, SpongeBob's more nasally than Squidward, right?
Yeah, I feel like her. Or I was like it's more like SpongeBob because of the high pitchedness.
Yeah.
Of what I was doing, but yeah, I would say I don't know, but I just feel like she needs help more than anything, and I don't think help is like enabling. I don't think that's helpful at all. Yeah. And that's exactly what the public is doing by buying her baby supplies and stuff. Yes. We wouldn't give that. Go use that money for fucking houseless people who have babies. But you won't, right? Because they're not fucking famous. They're not on TV. It's not as cool to be part of this clique who all think she's cool. So it's like, we can't because they're not famous. And that's like so fucking lame to me. It makes me feel physically sick. Like, this bitch is very capable of taking care of her own baby if she wants to have her own baby. But she's still asking the public for money because she knows she's going to get it from the public. And that's what her mom did. I'm not gonna front with you. It's just like a little bit of a click there because that's exactly what her mom did, was use empathy to get money. And people are telling, like, come on, break the fucking cycle, bro. Break the cycle. It's okay to ask for help from your family and friends, whatever. You're gonna ask the public the way that your mom asked the public for y'all's help when you were a baby, and that's kind of like what that disease did to her mom, was look for empathy and use empathy as a means to get things. What are you doing, Gypsy? You know what I mean? Similar. It's pretty similar, and it makes me feel like fucked up for her child. Because if like that's her life, is going to be everything's on the internet and there's no privacy, her child's going to have a fucked up life, dude. Her mom's fucked up and she needs help. And instead of getting help, she's fucking being blasted on everybody's TVs, I guess, and phones. Yeah. Not to go on a rant. No.
I was going to say, how do you feel about capital punishment?
See, and that's a great question. Just I'm glad you asked. I feel there's no right and wrong answer. I definitely feel like more times than not, I'm leaning towards no execution. Okay. Because I feel like we've done it wrong so long, and we have such a long line of people. If we were like really about this, if we were really sure about things, then it would have moved a lot faster. But we just use prisoners for money. Like, I mean, prison systems use prisoners for money. So it makes sense that they want to keep them alive and using them for head number and count and stuff like that, even though we treat them like absolute dog shit. I think that regardless of what you do, if you're sentenced to death, you deserve the right to a speedy death. Okay. If we're going to be doing capital punishment, I want it to be done right. And that needs to be quick. It needs to be painless. It needs to be fast. It can't be waiting for years and years and years and years and years for these fucking people to die. If they really did it, if we know for sure that they did it, why are we waiting? You know what I mean? Yeah. I think there are some crimes where I'm like, I've listened to it or I've heard it and I'm like, whoa, and this motherfucker's alive? Yeah, he should be fucking dead. Yeah. But we don't get the death penalty because it's such a flawed system. Or we get the death penalty, but he's still not dead because it's such a flawed system. Yeah. I just wish we had a better system. Yes. How do you feel about it?
I don't know. I feel like I'm always back and forth with it. Sometimes I'm definitely for it. But then, you know, there's been cases where everyone's so sure someone did it. Mm-hmm. And 45 years later, they did. Oops, we're so sorry. Yeah. Here's hella money. Our bad.
Yeah, and you could have been like, and if you died, what?
Enjoy the last like 10 years of your life, like, because some people are really old when they get out.
Yeah, or they've been so accustomed to that life after so many years of being in there and being treated like you did do a crime. You will be that type of person, and that's just fucked up in itself. We're creating worser people. Yes. So that's what makes it. Yeah, I agree with that. It's just a fucked up system. So it's not perfect and it's flawed, and that's why I feel like for the most part I don't agree with it. Sorry, there was a bug. And then,
yeah. There was also a bug last week. If you heard me scream.
Cameo from the same bug. Okay, so I just want to say also, and I don't know if I have to make it clear, but just in case, obviously all opinions shared on our podcast are ever changing and also our own, and not a representation of either each other and or the general public. It's just something we talk about, and that doesn't mean that we can't change our minds later.
Exactly.
Okay.
Speaking of crazy people,
Oh yeah.
I guess like some guy with a really bad tan got shot today during a speech.
Oh,
Was that today?
Yeah, I guess. I don't even remember. I don't know, but
Either today or yesterday.
at some point, and probably way past the time this airs.
Yeah.
This has been old news probably by this time people hear it, but yeah, someone got shot in the head or like in the ear,
Which I think seems a little too weird. How'd you graze the ear so perfectly?
Right.
But-
Not to say anything, but I think the conspiracy listeners already know what we're on, what track we're on. But I guess he was a Republican.
Okay.
And he was in the crowd, and it seems like he was shot from the side. I think if the former president hadn't turned his head, maybe we would have got head impact.
Oh no.
But it seemed like he had turned right at the time, and it went past and it got his ear only.
Comedic timing is important.
Yeah, I was gonna say how likely are the chances. Yeah, very convenient to turn your head at the time. I think he also got really good photos out of it. You know, he had great photos for afterward. He's like raising his fist in the air. He's got like blood on his face. And we were joking that me and the people who I was watching with when it happened.
Yeah.
We're like, what if, because you hear pops before it happens.
Yeah.
And then you see him cover his ear. And then he's like, whoa. And they all go down or whatever. What if he had a ketchup packet in his hand?
He squirts. He's like, ah.
Which is funny, but yeah. So and I saw some great memes come out of it.
Yeah.
Not to make too light of it, but it's fucking. There's some funny things that came out of it. I think someone did die though. A person who was not the former president and not the shooter. Because I believe also the shooter died.
Okay.
I don't know if they shot him right then and there either.
Yeah.
Like the person who was shooting. I don't know if they're like execution style or like what, but
They're like, no one messes with
the former president. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of think, I don't know. Did they keep going? You said they kept going.
I saw some videos, and I don't know because I honestly haven't looked up anything regarding it.
Me either.
But I saw some videos that were like saying like, weird how like after everything was cleared, the like speech kept happening. You could fact check this. I don't know if it's true or not, but they were just saying that's kind of weird that they would just keep doing the speech if it happens.
Because my thing is, if another president or former president was shot at, you know that shit would be shut the fuck down.
Yes.
And they're gonna try and play this as like former president is so brave,
is not scared.
Yeah, he'll go against bullets to talk.
He'll take bullets to the face for America.
How small was the hole too? Like honestly, what fucking gun were they shooting? A little BB gun?
Well, the little pops sound so quiet. They're like pop pop. I thought they're little poppers.
Yeah, I was like, honestly, I thought it was a kid playing around or something. Yeah. Like I don't even know. So that was something that happened to him. That's pretty crazy. But I did. There's this like artist on TikTok that I listened to, and he wrote a song, called like Assassination Attempt. I'm gonna pull it up just to play a little snippet.
Okay.
But I think it's good because it's kind of middle of the road, and I feel like compassionate people in general can find relation to it.
Something you ought to know, you might not like to hear. The next president's probably missing an ear. There's a spectator dead, one's in bad condition. We don't put folks to death for having different opinions. God bless the dead. God damn the violent. Everybody calm down. Have a moment of silence.
That guy for president 2024.
2024. No, but I don't know if you like that
pretty
kind
sick. Yeah, that's
if you like
cool.
that folky music. His name is.
Oh,
his name
he's
is
like,
Wells.
I'm not done.
He's like, hold on. That was the moment of silence. Yeah, his name's Wells on TikTok. Pretty cool. He writes other songs, and it's all really good from a great standpoint of just being a person in America, I guess.
Okay, cool. Cool.
Yeah, pretty sick. So, do you have anything you want to leave the listeners with?
Yeah, I think we should go on Urban Dictionary
Okay.
and look up our names
Okay.
and see what they think of a Jessica and a Destiny.
Okay. Who do you want to go first?
Should we read each other's?
Okay.
Or do you want to? Okay.
Here, I'll give you mine,
Okay.
and then
Do you want to go first or me?
I'll read yours first.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, this is it. Okay, Jessica is by far the most beautiful girl to walk the face of the planet. An angel sent from above, perfectly imperfect. She is the girl of any man's dream. She is indescribably gorgeous, and the legality of her beauty is questionable.
Whoa.
Whoa, what are you doing? She is by far the fairest in the land. She is exceptionally punny and incredibly smart.
I am.
She's extremely down to earth. So down to earth, she cannot accept compliments based on her beauty. She will reject and turn down any compliments that revolve around her. It is mind-boggling to see how someone so special doesn't even know just how much they mean to people. She is poetry in a world still learning the alphabet. Oh, that's a good one.
I love that.
That's sick. Her beauty is unfathomable and uncomprehending. The mere fact she turns the compliments down makes her even more attractive, if that's even possible. So to summarize, Jessica is an angel and a modern-day princess, and any man to be in her life should be extremely lucky. And this is, damn, that guy is lucky. Why? Nah, his girl is Jessica.
Wow. Sick. I love that.
That's cool.
Dude, who peeked into my life and said, quick character summary?
What a beautiful summary, too. The alphabet thing, that got me. I was like, whoa.
I feel like that one was really long, and the ones that are for Destiny are kind of short, so I'm going to read 2 of them for yours.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Destiny is a girl who loves to party, likes to go crazy, has lots of cool friends, and loves food.
Nice.
And she pretty beautiful. Destiny is a awesome friend and makes a great bodyguard and makes a great girlfriend. And
Love
then it says, who's that? I don't know. She looks like a Destiny is the quote.
I love Urban Dictionary, dude.
And then the second one says, she is an amazing, strong girl who will stand up for any of her friends or family. She is stubborn and will never back down.
Oh, real.
She is a bitch who will make all of the men drool.
Oh.
She will always play hard to get, but once you prove you will be a good boyfriend, she will get attached to you. But if you don't treat her right, she will drop you real quick.
Oh.
She is very beautiful and is not afraid to get dirty. Whoa. Who? Look at Destiny. She's rocking it.
Dude, these things are so
These
wild.
are good. You know what? If you guys are ever feeling down, go into Urban Dictionary and look yourself up. And I hope it's good, because I know there's bad ones, but
yeah, but just skip those.
Yeah,
just go to the good ones.
Those are just haters.
All right, hell yeah.
And speaking of self-love, I think I liked how you ended with a quote last week, so I'll end with a quote this week.
Okay.
Unless, do you have anything else to say?
Nope.
Okay, this one is by Oscar Wilde.
Nice.
To love yourself is the beginning of a lifelong romance.
Oh, that's so good. Love it. Thank you, Jess.
Thank you, Des. And thank you guys for tuning in.
Yeah, have a good night.
Bye.